We're at Malcolm Harrison Auctions over in Whitchurch in Shropshire to talk to Malcolm Harrison himself about the launch of the vehicle auction at the tow show this year in September.
Originally started 18 with a lorry on local transport, agricultural products, and then ended up with 5 trucks at the age of 21, and then expanding that business into return loads, and that went for 10 years, did quite nicely. And then in 75 made a constant decision to sell the trucks. There was 9 trucks at the time, and the idea was to go farming actually in Peterborough. We didn't get this farm, and we ended up with no job and didn't know what to do with myself, and decided to go and buying and selling trucks and plant. And that was in 75. And anyhow, that grew very nicely actually over the years, and we got into buying extra properties and things. And then eventually that ended up, a constant decision was made to do auctions. And that started in 1998. And then we were sort of truck and plant dealers and auctioneers, and that didn't just go too well. So I had to make a really big decision. Do we do truck, are we dealers or are we auctioneers? So we took the auctioneering route and stopped the actual buying and selling of trucks as dealers. So from there on, it grew to what it is today. And we have our warehousing on the side of it, and we have a company called Davison Forklifts at Telford on a freehold property, which we're developing. That's where we are at the moment. These were grain stores, intervention grain store sites, and there's 3 sites. The Jenkinson site across the road was only a 4.5 acre site. We bought the field around it, so that's a big site now. And the other site's on the A49, which was the auction centre, and now we rented that out, and we're here as the main auction centre with extra land at the back. I've just walked around to show you. So this site's about 20 acres. We hold here 8 auctions a year, so that's every 6 weeks approximately, give or take a week, one way or the other. We do a auction at Jonathan Lloyd's at Stafford on the airfield there he has, and that's 3 times, yes, for crashed vehicles and insurance equipment and that. So that's 3 times a year. And then all the rest of the auctions are spasmodic auctions. We get booked for people to retiring, change of direction, and that comes to round about between 30 and 40 auctions a year. Yes, well that's just an added one again, isn't it, you see? That'll be one of the 34, we hope. We like that business. The people you work for in the tow industry are good people as well. You know, are nice people to work for, generally. That's the main thing. We make it very easy. We work very hard to get our customer base and to get the best price as well. If a person's asking too much for an item, we will advise it might be too expensive and he needs to consider perhaps a lower figure, or even vice versa. If we think it's worth more, we'll say. And it happens both ways. We endeavour to get the website up and running before the first advert comes out. So it's so important that when a person sees an advert, it goes on the website and it's built. It's 98.9% there. And that we try and make that, you know, work all the time. Oh yes, we have an after sales team of, well, between minimum of obviously 1 but mainly 2 people. But don't forget the backup team is in this office here all the time, and making sure the money's been come through into the bank, you know, into the client account. We guarantee free clear title to all equipment. If there's a problem development which we wouldn't be aware of, we will give the money back to the man and take the vehicle back. We won't. There's no way we're interested unless we can give clear title financially or legally, of course. Selling or buying, customers are safe in the hands of Malcolm Harrison.